But this week on the NFL Coaches Hot Seat, according to Bleacher Report, Gridiron, Urban Meyer, David Coley, Matt Nagy, and Joe Judge.
Hot boy.
All right, so I don't know if anybody saw this, but after the Vikings won last week, there was an awkward celebration with Kirk Cousins, and Kirk Cousins was screaming his favorite quote, "You like that? You like that?" while punching Zimmer in the chest. It was a very awkward moment. That's how we're starting this off. Mike Zimmer's getting flamed up. I'm sorry.
Let's go! Welcome, everybody, to the Rick D Podcast. Fuck it, let it ride then. How about them Cowboys? Poyer over McGregor any day. The Rick D platform is live right now.
I got some Rick T, from the field to the big leagues. Bang Moody from the three, I'm like KD. Number one draft pick, you should pick me. You ain't considered the GOAT if you don't got a ring. Eric and Jello like Brady throwing it to AB. My team a home run with more stars than the Yankees. Now we getting cocky. Had to put my goals on ice like Sidney Crosby. No, they can't stop me. Got my swing on the bat. Put my team on my back. You can get all the games, all the stats, and all the facts. This ain't Stephen A. or Max. Too sharp to get skipped, and you can't dispute that. This a duck put back. If you ever take an L, then we gotta run it back. If you coming here for sports, then you never coming back. That's real, homie, for real. Was a zero, Damian Lil. Now I'm pulling up from the logo. Bang, making them feel. Running to get the deal, get your family in the hills. Get focused, put your work in on the court and on the field. That's real, homie, for real. Was a zero, Damian Lil. Now I'm pulling up from logos. Bang, making them feel. I got some Rick T, from the field to the big leagues. Bang Moody from the three, I'm like KD. Number one draft pick, you should pick me. You ain't considered the GOAT if you don't got a ring. You ain't considered the GOAT if you don't got a ring.
On a motherfucking Saturday. You already know what it is. This is the Rick T Podcast. Back at it, bigger and better than fucking ever. As you guys know, I never do this fucking show alone, so let's go ahead and bring the guys on. All the way from Grand Junction, Colorado. This guy is our UFC analyst, but he's here for all sports and a good fucking time. Thomas Sanchez. Woo!
What's up, everybody?
Before Collins, Colorado. The NBA season's over, but this guy has still got the fucking heat. Charles Hey! Now, boys, I bet everyone's like, who the fuck is, Thomas Sanchez and Charles Cave? And, I'm actually going by Clinton Holmes today. We're going by middle names today, man. So I don't want to be addressed as Eric. Justin's not going to be addressed as Justin. And this is not Tony. This is Clinton, Thomas, and Charles here on the Rick T podcast today, man. So we are back and better than ever. It's been a while since we did a show on a Saturday. So, fellas, how you feeling? Justin, how you doing, bro?
Hey, not too bad. Having a good day. Watching some fishing, ready to talk about some sports. Dive into the NFL offseason. Whatever else we got on the slate. I'm excited.
It's going to be a good fucking show because we got some good-ass topics. Let's just say that, man. Tony, how you doing, man? How was your 4th of July weekend, bro?
It was great. How was yours?
I'm chilling, bro. Had the girls watching the fireworks, looking all crazy, and I blew my damn hand off like I do every year. So it was a good time.
There you go,
dude. And as you guys know, the sports is a little low right now. The only thing really going on is MLB baseball, maybe some UFC events here and there. No basketball, no football yet. But we do still have some sports topics, man. So here on the Rick T podcast, Saturday, July 9th. Let's start off with this. When I seen this on Instagram, and this was a topic that I knew we had to talk about and had to have on this show. Tony, this is probably going to hit you deeper than anybody, but doctors have presumptuously diagnosed Demaryius Thomas as having stage 2 CTE when he died in December, per Ken Blenson. The official cause of death is still yet to be determined. So, Tony, let's start off with you, bro. I think everybody knew maybe this guy did have some CTE forms and, maybe going through something like that. But how are you feeling when it's confirmed that this guy did have CTE stage 2? He unfortunately had to go through the tragic events that he did to lose his life.
It's sad, man. It's sad all around. A lot of these guys suffer from these different things. Morning, Don. How you doing today? But yeah, it's sad all around. A lot of players do have it, and it is not something that has an immediate solution. So it's just something that we kind of have to deal with if we want to be able to watch the sport that we love. So, but he was dealing with a lot going towards the end of his life there. So it's a sad story.
Yeah, man. Demaryius Thomas was a legend, especially here in Colorado, where all three of us actually resume right now. Justin, how you feeling, bro? Even being a Raiders fan, you were a pretty big Demaryius Thomas fan. Dude had some game. How you feeling finding out the doctors have pronounced that he did have stage 2 CTE?
Yeah, man. I think that it's tragic. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of inevitable whenever you play that sport. It's a proven thing. That's why helmets are trying to get better. That's why everything's trying to evolve to hit the next stage to where it's a safer game, but it's still the game that we love. It's sad, and RIP Demaryius Thomas. But I think it's a crazy statistic. I think 64% of all football players have some forms of CTE, no matter what level you play at. You know what I mean? But I mean, the only way that they can study is once you pass and they can look at your brain. So there's no real way to know. So just take care of yourself, take care of your health, and RIP Demaryius Thomas, man, a legend and a great football player.
Facts, bro. And one thing that I kind of want to bring up and talk about, and this wasn't really on the schedule, but it makes me think a lot of people know the risks that these football players and that these athletes go into playing a physical sport like football, where every single play, somebody's going head-to-head, contact, banging heads with each other. And then there's guys like running backs, defensive linemen, who are every play going to get hit in some kind of physical way. And there's still kids in elementary school like ourselves who played, and there's still kids in junior high and high school that go all the way through college and then still play 10, 15 years in the NFL. There's no way you can't think that almost everybody in the NFL right now, or everybody that is retired, doesn't have some form of CTE. It's just how bad and how they're handling it. Me being an ex-athlete and looking at stats like this and seeing stuff like this, it kind of makes me glad that the road has ended for me in that kind of aspect of life. But man, I just kind of want to get you guys' opinions, bro. Do you guys think that with these statistics out here, with the doctors presumptuously pursuing that Demaryius Thomas had stage 2 CTE, do you think that players should take this game more cautious? I know there's a couple players every now and then that drop out due to serious injuries and due to fear of CTE. And when COVID was going down, there was a bunch of players that sat out and stuff like that. But do you think players should be more cautious of CTE and take care of their bodies better, like Justin said, or like Thomas said? Sorry about that.
Bambino Flores in chat is saying risk and reward for what you love is what every person at the highest level of the profession has to face. And
Ooh, Love it.
It's a great way to put it. It's a great way to put it. I mean, at the end of the day, this is something that all these guys were dreaming of doing when they were 7 years old and they watched a Super Bowl game and then they saw someone hoist that trophy and they said, oh, one day I'm going to do that. So it's risk and reward, just like Bambino says. That's a great way to put it, Bambino. Thanks for answering that for us.
My boy Tristan, dude, doing it big. Thank you for tuning in. T. Flores, softest goddamn hands in the world. Is his nickname to me, bro. Swear to God. But yeah, man, CTE is a real thing. CTE is a serious thing, especially in NFL, especially in physical sports like hockey and, you know, lacrosse and rugby and stuff like that, guy. It's a serious thing, bro. And there's even probably players that play basketball and WNBA players and stuff like that that have some form of CTE from just being so goddamn physical on the court, you know? So it's definitely something that these players and athletes around all sports should definitely watch out for. But I definitely thought when I seen that topic that had to be talked about here, definitely had to be brought up here on the Rick T podcast, man. Getting into something next, as everybody knows here on the Rick T podcast, we have a big ass money bet about to go down starting August 8th. And we call it the RTP 1.2K Showdown. It is for season 3. It is our second year doing it. Let's go ahead and promote the thing. You guys already know 12 teams, $100 a team. First place gets $750. Second place gets $300. And third place gets $150. It's going down. So let's go ahead and check out the teams a little more thoroughly.
Now introducing your teams for the 1.2K Showdown. Judge Judy. Breezy like a Sunday morning. Just win, baby. Hot Chitlin Juice. Farachi's Butt Fumblers. Fins Up. Vanilla Vic. The Shit Kickers. Hot Chub Time Machine. Tailor Made Maniacs. Beats by Ray. And Duck Riddies. Who will win this year's showdown? Find out now.
Hell yes. It's going down. Like I said, 12 teams. Breezy like a Sunday morning. Myself, Judge Judy, my guy Tony here, or shall I say, Charles. Sorry about that. My guy Farachi's Butt Fumblers, Matt Farachi. Fins Up, my pops, Eric Holmes Sr. The Gritties, Ken Griffin. Hot Chitlin Juice, John and Mike Clark. The Shit Kickers, Sergiato. Hot Chub Time Machine. You guys know him as Jello. Vanilla Vic, Jason. Beats by Ray, my boy Jaquil. Just Win, Baby. My guy right below me, Thomas. And then Tailor Made Maniacs with the guy who's not here today, Dallas Clark. Who do you guys think is going to win? There's money on the line. There's a lot riding on this season. Who wants the bragging rights? Who wants the 750? Who's going to win 300? And who's going to win 150? And who's going to get dead last? I think we should make a bet for dead last. Should we? I feel like we should talk about that real quick, man. Like, what's your guys' ideas of who finishes dead last? What should the punishment be? Because there's a lot of people, even with the $100 on the line,
Bush.
Jello taking an L. My guy Bush Lotte. Jello, I was actually doing a mock draft with Jello the other night, and he said, I'm back this year. He said last year was my only bad year, and I'm back this year. I don't know if I believe him. I guess we'll see.
We shall find out.
But Justin, Tony, let's start with you, man. What do you think should be the punishment for a last place finish? Because even with the $100 on the line, there's still those teams that are like, I'm 2-7. I give up. I'm not even going to change my lineup the rest of the year. But if there's a punishment for last place, what should it be?
So get yourself a piece of cardboard. Write I lost in fantasy. Take your ass out on the corner of a very busy street in where you live and put on a sundress and stand there for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Whoa. Damn it.
Farachi.
Damn it.
Jackets. I was waiting for it.
Look, Matt, let me make you a deal, bro. I'm going to do that for this. Let me do it for the 7. Dude, it's hot as fuck outside.
Tony and I will take care of this. You can go ahead. Get your
No,
jackets. Bro.
I can't do it. I told you guys I was gonna do it at the end. I am gonna do
You
it.
just have to do it until the first commercial
All
break.
right.
No, I want
see
to
if-
do it at the last commercial break till the end.
See if Matt's cool with that. Matt,
No,
comment in chat.
no deals.
No deals. No deals. Go get their jackets, man.
Double cheeked up in a sundress on a Thursday afternoon. It's a good idea.
All right, Clinton, go get them jackets. Honestly, I think, in my opinion, that a final like punishment, if you get last place, man, and honestly, if you put me out there on the corner with a sign, I'm putting I lost some fantasy football. Can I get my $100 back? You know what I mean? Might try to make some money out of that.
You could spin it, but you got to be in a sundress. Just like
Yeah,
them
man.
was saying, double
I don't
cheeked up in a sundress on a Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I never really thought about it. I like the Waffle House punishment,
They're
but
not
I also
allowed
like
to
the
do
fact that
anymore, though.
I also like the fact, I don't want to make anybody spend money, but damn, I don't know. Maybe a little Bills Mafia stuff. They got to go through a table. I don't know. We gotta come up with something crazy.
Line, bro. I have
Maybe they got a Steve Will Do It, a Jack Daniels, a fifth or something. I don't know.
Can't do that. But as far as going through a table, bro, I have a standing bet right now that if the Bills ever win a Super Bowl, I have to go through a table. So I'm not trying to stack that up. I'm not trying to go through multiple tables. You know what I mean? So let's not do that.
Hey, comment in chat what you guys think should be a valid fantasy football punishment if you do come in last. Obviously, first place getting $750. That's what we're all after. Second place, $300, and then you get $150 if you're third. TJ Maxx got cheap sundresses. That's my old lady.
Yeah. The only thing is, if the Clarks end up in last place, it's got to be Mike that's in the sundress on the side.
Yeah. You got their jackets, Clinton? Redeem them points in chat, everybody. Redeem them points like Farachi did, and you could have this guy putting on jackets.
There you go, Barry.
Hey, arms in the sleeves.
What? That wasn't part of the deal.
Hey! I thought you were wearing them.
It's hot as fuck out here.
It would be the week that a heat wave is going.
Just think about it when someone does this mid-football season when it's snowy outside. Wait, that's a flannel. That ain't a jacket.
It's thick as shit.
All right.
Two more.
All right, sleeves in the last one.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's go.
For the fucking points.
Oh, hell no.
I'm not gonna lie, fellas. I'm already breaking a sweat. I'm gonna take this off, and my pink shit is gonna be fucking dark red. It's tough, but you guys already know what to do. Go ahead and redeem them points. And actually, our platform actually redeemed some points before the show started, and it was for us to use an accent for one of our takes.
I know Eric's mad as hell.
Oh, man, I feel good. I feel real good. Staying on the topic though, boom and bust is what we're doing here. Each of us here, since we're talking about fantasy, it's hot as fuck. Each of us in fantasy each of us here are in our 1.2K showdown, right? We're each gonna pick a boom and bust player that we think is either gonna boom this year or gonna bust this year. They could be a main name or they can be a sleeper player. Doesn't matter. But Tony, let's start off with you, brother. You want to start off with boom or bust?
All right, so I'm going to start off with bust. And my bust this year is Christian McCaffrey. You can't take Christian McCaffrey in fantasy until he proves you wrong. Until he proves you wrong and can stay healthy for a full season, you can't take Christian McCaffrey. And then now to my boom, we have a guy here that's going to put up a great season. He's put up 1,000 yards before with mediocre quarterbacks. And now he has a stud quarterback. And yes, this is biased. Cortland Sutton is going to have a great year this year.
Ooh, I like it. Cortland Sutton as your boom. Christian McCaffrey as your bust.
Yes, sir.
Tony, you riding on that?
Yes, sir.
You want to put a bet on it?
What you talking?
I'm just kidding. I don't know how we would even clarify, like, if Christian McCaffrey was a bust unless he got hurt, like, the whole year, you know? So, never mind. We'll just hold you to it. We'll bring this back up week 6, week 7. Cool. Justin, swinging it to you, brother. You want to start with boom or bust?
I'm going to start with my boom. Boom.
Who's
The
your
booming wide receiver to me is going to be Stephon Diggs. Playing for that Buffalo Bills team, they're going to be rolling. They're going to be hot. And Stephon Diggs is going to get a lot of targets this year. You can count on it. I know that him and Josh Allen are working hard. And Stephon Diggs is cemented in one of the best, receivers in the league. The competitiveness between Trayvon Diggs and Stephon Diggs last year, even rolling into the Pro Bowl, just shows that both guys are going to have a great year. So give me Stephon Diggs as my boom player.
I like it.
My bust? I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to go with Keenan Allen. I think that a lot. I'm focusing on receivers here, but I think a lot of the targets are going to go to Williams, and they're going to run the rock a lot, and they're going to feed in that tight end. But I don't know. It could be anybody's game, but that's my bust. Keenan Allen.
That's a pretty decent take. I can't lie. I like Keenan Allen, but let me go ahead and answer some questions that I have for you fellas right here. So Tony says his bust is going to be Christian McCaffrey. I have from Ocean Staff NFL Instagram page, from their fantasy analyst, Charles. It's weird. His name is Charles Analyst. Maybe his last name's not Analyst, but it says Charles Analyst. He actually says fantasy implications: the Carolina Panthers getting Baker Mayfield at quarterback, and we'll talk about that here in a second, solidifies Christian McCaffrey as a top 3 back. Top 3 back, just getting Baker Mayfield.
So I don't know if that's a shot towards Baker or if that's props towards Baker.
And then anyway, Justin, Keenan Allen being your bust.
Comment.
Baker Mayfield, Super Bowl MVP. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. Save that shit. Bring that comment back up here in a minute. Justin, you said Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen is the most targeted receiver on third down in NFL history, and the most accurate, or the most, what's the word I'm looking for? The most accurate at catching balls on third down.
You're right. Yeah, the most conversions completed.
Yeah, most conversions.
I hear you. It's always been third and Renfro to me. Watching the Raiders, they always hit Renfro on third downs. He's new to the league, hasn't been here as long as Keenan Allen, but I guarantee if we look up the stats, he's probably right on his tail, right on his ass, and he's going to pass him this year. So, I don't know. I'm not too hot on Keenan Allen. I think that they're going to spread the ball a lot, like I said, to Mike Williams, going to factor in Austin Eckler, and that defense is just going to be able to wear people down too. So, I don't know, man. They might put up a lot of points via their defense because they're pretty stacked there. But Keenan Allen, I don't know. I think he's going to be on the downslope and might get traded at the end of this year.
Wow, I like it. I like the take. So now getting into my boom and bust. So I'm going to start off with my bust. Believe me or not, I think this guy is actually going to decel without the presence of Tyreek Hill. So I'm going with Travis Kelce as my bust. A lot of people have him ranked really high on the draft board. The way I'm looking at it is Travis Kelce opened up a lot because a lot of people were focused on Tyreek Hill's speed. They had to double cover Tyreek Hill. You either got to pick one, Tyreek Hill or Travis Kelce. A lot of teams chose to double cover Tyreek Hill. I think that opened up Travis Kelce a lot. Without that other weapon, I don't think a lot of teams are going to double cover McCole Hardman or Juju Smith-Schuster, which I think a lot of teams are just going to be like, all right, they got one true weapon now. Let's go ahead and double, triple cover Travis Kelce, which I think is going to be his downfall, which is why I have him at my bust. But my boom, Steelers running back Najee Harris. He had a great rookie year last year, and this year is going to be even better. They have two quarterbacks that they're not sure of, that they don't know if they can compete and throw the rock. So what else are they going to do besides run the fucking ball? Who's their number one back? Najee Harris. I think Najee Harris is going to be over 1,500 yards rushing. I think he maybe lead the league in rushing if Jonathan Taylor has maybe a down week or two. But I think Najee Harris is going to fucking excel this year with a rookie and Mitch Trubisky at quarterback. They're going to give him the rock. So boom and bust. Sticking on fantasy, I do have a couple fantasy news points that I want to break to you guys before you guys do your fantasy drafts. He said Tyreek's going to be a bust. Tua going to do ass because Dolphins can't defend the rush. He's going to cry. He ain't got it together. He's getting paid, though. He's got a couple rings.
He's having fun, man.
I'm saying he's playing where he's from. He's got a couple rings already. Like, I don't know. I can't hate him for doing it.
Even Oakland said that Tua is more accurate than Mahomes.
He said that, and I think Tua might be the guy this year. Do or die for him. Do or die. And we'll talk about Tua here in a little later in the show, too, so save those Tua comments. I got a text message from my Aunt Pauline. A lot of you know her, a lot of you don't. Best aunt in the damn world. She said, whoever loses your guys' fantasy league should do this. And it's dig a knee-high hole with a little shovel in your mouth. And you got to be in, like, push-up formation. Like, honestly,
that's impossible.
I'm saying, I'm like, we're not. Marines. That's some Marine shit.
She said, hey, recon.
Like physically impossible.
Hey, maybe that might be the key, though. It might have to endure some type of Navy SEALs physical ass labor or something. You know, I know if Bambino Flores, you still watching, man, give us some punishment or whatever the hell y'all have to be doing. Fucking hanging from the sticks, beat with fucking bamboo sticks, whatever.
Hey, he's out there in Japan, so he's really out there in the trenches. We don't know what they do out there. We don't. Now that I think about it,
food, chill.
It's 10:30 a.m. here. He's in Japan. It's probably like 11:30 p.m. there.
Maybe he's up with the baby.
Up with the kid. Bamboo Flores, you're much appreciated always here on RTP, brother.
Shout out Nancy Pauline.
Joe Mixon. Last week, Joe Mixon was talked about with our RTP analyst Dallas Clark. He said Joe Mixon is not the guy this year. This guy is on the downfall. Do not draft this guy in your league. He's not going to get the touches. Then I ran across this. Joe Mixon no longer a 3-down back. The Bengals running back Joe Mixon is unlikely to be a 3-down back in 2022, according to the Athletics' Paul Denier Jr., who cites Mixon's struggles in pass protection as a reason. There will be spots for Mixon on 3rd down, but the days of focusing on turning him into a 3-down back are behind them. Just some news for you guys. Watch Joe Mixon. He's ranked in probably a lot of people's top 10, maybe not really a top 10 back. Just want to put that out there. Moving on to a guy that I've been known is not the fucking guy after having him the last 2 years on my fantasy team just because I needed some players, I needed some bodies. This guy's getting some downfall. Antonio Gibson, the Washington Commanders now running back, could lose a goal line touch due to Brian Robinson Jr. And that, I read the information being to Brian Robinson Jr. being more elusive and lower to the ground. So, watch your guys' draft projections. One more for you guys before we get into a quick little fantasy game. Allen Lazard is the favorite to lead the Packers in catches. I know a lot of people may be wondering, now without Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers is going to drop down on my fantasy list because who the fuck is he going to throw to? He's not going to throw to Aaron Jones that much. He's not going to throw to Tunyon that much. Who's the guy going to go to? Well, we have a draft analyst, Matt Siderman of The Athletic, saying that Allen Lazard is the fucking guy in Green Bay. So watch out for him on your fantasy projections as well. Now, fellas, I had a quick little game that I wanted to do with you guys. A lot of people.
Before we do that.
Oh, quick. Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt you. We got two pretty good ones here for fantasy punishments.
Jar?
We're got to do a local 5K in a sundress and a tiara.
That's tough. I know I'm not finishing last, but like that's tough as fuck.
Yeah, it'd
for
be hard to watch.
anybody.
It'd be hard to watch because you know they're gonna have to do this live somehow. Damn, he's gone. All right. Well, we were about to get into a fantasy game, but in the meantime, Justin, let me pick your brain real quick. What are you thinking in the draft this year for your number one spot? Are you going quarterback, running back, wide receiver?
Tight end.
Tight end at number one for your pick?
Yeah. Yeah, I got to get my guy Waller, man. Got to get my guy Waller.
Okay.
I do honestly have Waller at my number one tight end this year. Being what I just said about Kelsey, a number one wide receiver threat opens up a tight end, a dangerous tight end. And with Devontae Adams, they're going to throw double coverage at him, which is going to open up Waller like a motherfucking, like the floodgates. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be bad, bro. Waller's going to be the fucking guy. Sorry about
running
that.
over people.
All good.
But anyway, we're going to have to maybe, put it to a fucking vote. Or maybe have to put it in the spin wheel and go ahead and randomize that punishment for fantasy. Who knows? We'll go ahead and talk about it between the three of us. But I do have a quick little game that I wanted to make up. At the last 2 years in our fantasy league, we've always had either defensive position players, and last year we had one defensive player. This year we actually cut out the defensive players as a whole, but this is for everybody else who might have a problem with the defensive player. Order a fathead, your most embarrassing picture, and hang it up in your window for a week. God damn, Bush. Bush is going crazy with these votes. But anyway, Tony, we'll start with you on this. If you had a fantasy team and you had to pick between these three players, start one, bench one, cut one, who are you going with? Michael Parsons, Fred Warner, and Darius Leonard.
I'm starting Parsons, benching Leonard, and cutting Warner.
Justin?
Start, bench, cut. I'm starting Leonard, benching Parsons, cutting that guy.
I gotta agree with
What
you.
would you do?
I gotta start Parsons, bench Leonard, and cut Fred Warner. I think that's just the obvious choice here. My guy Bamboo Flores in the chat saying it's 1 a.m. here. He's working the night shift. But real punishment is more mental and emotional casting.
Sorry, buddy.
Indeed. Dress up as a Boy Scout and sell lemonade at your local corner.
Fuck yeah.
That's a pretty good one. I think you should have to do it in front of Walmart.
Yeah.
Stop butchering my comments, Eric.
It's not me. It wasn't me, bro. I'm over here on the pictures, bro.
If I could last, I would make some money off that.
Make some money off that, man. We're going to get into our first commercial break here on RTP Saturday Check-In. You guys already know what it is. On the other side, we have some real fucking topics for you. We're talking Joey Chestnut. Is he the official fucking GOAT of sports? Who knows? We'll go ahead and get our takes on it. We're talking Baker Mayfield to Carolina. And we're talking some more quarterbacks that we got to get into. Maybe some NBA news. But we'll be back in about 4 minutes. So enjoy this commercial break. RT Saturdays is here.
I have a surprise, obviously. That's what this show is all about. We have boots on the ground in Cleveland, who I assume knew this was going to happen all along. Ladies and gentlemen, live from Cleveland, Mr. Jason Glazer. Your thoughts on Kyle Pitts to Atlanta, fine sir? Oh, there's a delay.
Well, first and foremost, Pat, I'd like to say, hey, listen, thanks for having me. Cleveland is beautiful this time of year. Granted, it does smell like a mixture of poop and diarrhea and sewage.
Jesus.
It doesn't smell great down here.
Jesus.
But I'll tell you what, 27 years in this thing, I fucking live for the draft. Love being down here. Love being into Cleveland. But yeah, Kyle Pitts, listen. What do you want me to say? I knew this 2 weeks ago.
Really?
I mean, do we need to do this whole fucking song and dance?
Okay.
I'll give you guys 1 through 32 if you want to know. Do you want to have fun?
That's nice
You
of
want to
you.
not know who's going? But yeah, I had this 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm wondering is if the guy you had in your studio, Mad Mel Kiper. I know that sorry son of a bitch didn't have this 2 weeks ago.
Mike's not plugged in.
Whoa. Yes, I did. I actually just explained it.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
No,
I
you
did.
didn't. No,
Yes,
you
I
didn't.
did.
No,
I
you
had
didn't.
this.
I did.
Yeah,
I
no,
did.
no, you
I
didn't.
did. You
I
didn't.
had this.
I
I
did.
had
You
it.
didn't.
Trust me. Can
You
I
didn't.
talk for Christ's sake?
Okay, fine, yeah.
Can
Go
I
ahead.
talk? Okay,
Go ahead.
yeah. Like I said, Kyle Pitts,
No, you didn't.
unbelievable talent.
No, you didn't. You didn't fucking
Yes,
have
I
it.
did.
No, you didn't. You're a sad sack of shit,
Jason.
Piper. I know it. I looked at your mock draft.
Jason, please relax. Oh my God. Had no idea it was going to get like that. Sorry about that, Mad Mel. Obviously, there's a little bit of content there. He's saying you don't know your ass for a fucking hole in the ground, though, Mad Mel. How do you feel about that from Jason Glazer live in Cleveland?
Well, classic move. You know, Glazer looks like he's getting ready to go to a goddamn titty bar or something like that. I mean, dress up, pal. It's the NFL draft. Look at me. I'm dressed to the nines. You know, you look like an asshole. I mean, get him out of here, can we? I mean, is he going to stick around? Can we get him the hell out of here?
I think is his microphone still on? Jay, can you hear us? Jay, is everything good back there?
Listen, fuck you guys. I'm out of here. I'm going over to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm going to hang out with Dee Snider and Twisted Sister.
Are you serious? Okay, Jason, sorry. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, Jason Glazer.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jesus, dude.
Good God. Hey, why, Mad Mel, I'm surprised you didn't go after Jay Glazer because his mic was not plugged in and he was wearing a lav. I'm not sure exactly what the situation was, but I thought you would get it.
We did hear you say that, and since he was our draft correspondent, we're the ones that set him up for the Zito production. And why do you got to kayfabe everything, dude? Did you know that?
I don't know what that means.
Bob Barker's long-ass microphone, it was fake. It was fake.
It was plugged in. It had a cord at least.
No, it was fake. They actually had just a little thing that he spoke into right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of those things, it's all fake. It's all fake. And we had to do that for Jay Glazer because he did want or Jason Glazer, he wanted the handheld, but also the thing, I am so sorry, Mad Mel, though. I did not know that was going to happen. Maybe we should think about having draft experts on at the same time. That's crazy we were able to accomplish that, to be honest.
I mean, it's okay. There's nothing you can do about it, Pat. Listen, me and Jason Glazer go all the way back. He's sour because guess what? My big board is pretty much about as good as you get every single year. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned with, once again, AJ's being a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, he
And
shot
I'm sick
down.
of it.
Did he not just shoot down the production immediately upon the video starting?
He did.
It's not plugged in.
Have you thought about the guys working, his producers back there? I mean, basically, he just took a shit on their foreheads. How do you think they feel? How do you think their families
Guess
feel?
who that was? Mitt.
That was Mitt.
Oh, jeez.
Mitt is with him in Cleveland, and now we wasted trip. We only got one hit because it obviously exploded. But aside from that, Mitt did a great job setting that thing up.
Thank you, Mitt. You
Thank
did an
Mitt.
incredible
Attaboy,
job,
Mitt.
man.
Safe travels back, Mitt.
Good.
Days, now 300K on my day ends. Do you remember last night? Cause I blacked out. And that all white dress with a black out. So be careful.
I realize, son, I've watched this whole fucking commercial with all these damn jackets on. Fucking shit out of here.
Bush is out of control here.
Dude, he's got some pretty good fucking
Do
suggestions.
open mic night.
Do an open mic night.
Must
Do
make
a music video. Shave one eyebrow. This is my favorite one. Must create your own custom Sports Illustrated calendar and send it to the non-losers.
Oh,
That's
no.
funny as shit. That's funny as shit. What do you say here? Loser must dress up as an animal and get shot by paintball guns.
Damn.
Not bad. Bush is on one. Bush is on one right now. Like you said, Bush is going wild.
Honestly,
chat,
I think
man.
we're gonna have to choose from one of Bush's. Most
Probably.
Bush, keep him fucking coming. We'll put him in the fucking spin wheel, like I said.
Oh,
We'll
I
just
don't know.
randomize one. We'll randomize it. But fellas, let's get into the real shit. We're here for one reason and one reason only, and that's to talk the great world of sports. Let's talk the great world of fucking sports. Starting off with this guy here, Joey fucking Chestnut. 15 straight fucking championships in the hot dog eating contest. And look at right here. A fucking protester, he snaps his fucking neck and then keeps it going, bro. Joey Chestnut, 15 straight hot dog eating championships. So let me go ahead and read some statistics that I got from Joey Chestnut, man. He ate 63 total fucking hot dogs. And he got roasted because it was about 20 less than he did last year, right? But he had a torn ACL. He's on a boot right now on crutches. Did 63 hot dogs, 20 more than anyone else more in the competition. This guy had combat with a protester I don't know. I tweeted out the other day, and I had to talk about this. Is Joey Chestnut, after 15 championships, considered the all-time sports fucking GOAT now? So, Tony, starting it off with you, brother. Let's talk about it. Joey fucking Chestnut, how you feeling about it?
I mean, you can't disrespect him at all for what he's done, but at the same time, I'm not going to go out there and say he's the number one athlete in the world. I get it. You got to have some sort of special talent to be able to eat that many hot dogs, but that doesn't make you an athlete, I guess. Like, I understand why it's on ESPN, and I understand all that, but he's not the greatest in the world.
Wow. Bold statement from a great man. I got Charles Cave. Thomas, coming to you, man. Joey fucking Chestnut. What's your opinions on it?
What a fucking animal, man. You can eat 63 hot dogs in 2 minutes. You are up there, man. Give me some film. Let me break this down here. Look at this guy. He's leading by 7 to the dude to his right, our left. Leading by 5 to the dude over here. 17-12, 17-10, 17-13, 17-11 across the board. He's freaking demolishing them. Then this freaking bozo comes out of nowhere with a mask on. He's not even protesting anything, just his social media thing. And he gets his freaking neck snapped by freaking Joey Chestnut, man. Joey Chestnut's a go. I've been watching this guy for about 4 years now.
He's a fucking GOAT, man. Let's just fucking
Look at that.
That was a great
breakdown right there.
presentation. Yeah, that breakdown.
That breakdown right there was amazing, Justin.
Dude, I think so. Hold on. Let me
Thomas,
fucking put this up. I
think he spit on it.
Look how, like, nasty it is.
They're just munching hot dogs, dude. Ugh.
God damn, boy.
And then look at this guy. He's like, hey, by Joey
Get your
Chestnut.
fucking ass out of here.
Get him out of here. With the hot dogs in his hand, too. Like, come on.
Bro, and he's on a boot. I want to clarify. The guy's on a fucking boot from a torn. Look at that. He's still in a cast. He's still in a fucking cast. This guy's a fucking all-time fucking legend. Joey Chestnut.
Hot dog eating belt.
15 championships.
15 rubies on that fucking belt.
And people say, oh, he trains all year for this. He doesn't do much. He's literally doing the Hot Wings challenge for, I think, Buffalo Wild Wings in less than a month. He's supposed to eat like 107 hot wings in less like 10 minutes. Like, he's crazy. But
shit.
Wait, let me read it. Pop it back up. I gotta read it. You have to attend a public wine and plant night and draw a dick instead of whatever the subject matters for the class. Then you have to hang your artwork in your house in a visible place for a full year. Yo,
bro. Where are you getting these?
For real, Bush. Is he that creative? Bush is creative.
He's dropped like 20 of them, bro. He's like
this one. I like this one right here.
Must compete in all. Yeah, I think that's the one.
No
man,
worries.
I'm sorry I couldn't hop on this morning. Hey, Dallas, man, we miss you over here at RTP. You know, you're always welcome to hop on if you're feeling like it. But you know, we're rolling. We're talking about Joey Chestnut munching them. Damn, man. I wonder if Joey Chestnut how their gut feels.
Can't be good
after munching all those.
Bush is also saying a blazing challenge at Buffalo Wild Wings.
I done it. Got the t-shirt hanging on my wall, man.
Yeah, but have you done 107 in 10 minutes?
Wings?
Yeah.
No.
Blazing ones. That's what he's doing.
Who?
Indo. Your boy got food poisoning. Hey, it happens.
It's rough.
It happens to the best of us, you know? We're still on it. RTP Saturdays, check in. Still fucking here. Still fucking at it. Joey Chestnut is that all-time fucking GOAT. Can we agree, Tony? Cop on board. Joey.
Yeah, you said he's not the greatest athlete of all time. The dude ate 63 hot dogs. Last year he ate 83. Come on, bro.
I can't sit here and talk about athletes when we have people like Tom Brady, Michael Jordan.
Do you see the way Tom Brady looks? Tom Brady looks like he can fucking eat 63 hot dogs.
Bro, I'm not going to put Joey Chestnut up there with the name of the greats. I'm fat. I can eat a lot of food. That's not impressive to me.
Disrespectful.
This guy has won 15 years in a row. He is such a lock. They threw away the key, Tony. They threw away the key.
Tony, it's go Joey Chestnut or go fuck yourself, all right? There's no ifs, ands, or but about it. When everyone says Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. Let's fucking not forget about Joey fucking Chestnut in there, all right? Let's not forget about him ever.
Punching the hot dogs, protester. Oh, put him in a headlock.
Look at that fucking headlock. Wait, look at the fucking dog in his hand. Look at the dog. That shit is split. Tony, this fucking guy is the motherfucking champ.
They counted that hot dog too. They're like, fuck it.
Bro, if I replay it, he literally threw him and then like looked at him for a second and then was like,
bro,
just like went right back to it. Didn't give a
hang
fuck.
on 1 second.
Has to recreate a naked photo from ESPN. That I don't want that, but that's a good one.
Who really loses?
Oh hell no, bro! It's Jello. Like,
no, that's facts.
The sequence. A good one could be to make a public post wearing a jersey of each participant's favorite team with a caption of their choice. That is a very good one. I think the person who would hate that the most is Jason.
Bruh. Yeah, or Tony if he had to roll around in a damn Raiders jersey.
Oh, that would be tough. That would be fucking tough.
Yeah.
G said
I
Jello.
think actually why we got Bambino Flores here, him and I have a bet that if the Raiders don't win the Super Bowl, and at this point I think it's in the next 3 years, or I think just go to the Super Bowl in the next 3 years, I think I have to rock a Broncos jersey or buy one or some shit.
That's from like episode like 1 or 2 of the Rick T platform.
Yeah, that's what Bambino Flores. So that one's been a minute, bro.
Holy
so
shit.
come on, Raiders, get us to the bowl.
Let's go Raiders! Let's go Raiders! Moving off of the fucking all-time GOAT, Joey fucking Chestnut, onto somebody who's been, quite frankly, shit on like Odell Beckham the last fucking couple months, I would say. We're talking Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield traded to the fucking Carolina Panthers for a 5th round pick. And when I say 5th round pick, I just want to say they should put some fucking respect on Baker's name. And I don't know how I feel about this, bro. It's not fucking looking good for me. I don't like the way they fucking did this. A 5th round pick? We got a fucking 4th round pick for Amari Cooper. And you gave a fucking 5th round pick for the first overall pick in the 2018 draft. So just to clarify, this is how I feel about this. And I'll go ahead and play the fucking footage so you guys can see this fucking magnificent arm that he's got slanging cookie. So let's look at a 4th round pick. You know, he got traded for a 5th. Let's go ahead and look at a 4th round pick that happened a couple years ago. Ian Book. He's a backup quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. So he was drafted in round 4 in 2021 by the Saints. He played 45 games in college. He was a 3.5-year starter. He was a redshirt. He had 728 completions, 63% completion rating, 8,948 yards, 72 touchdowns, and 20 interceptions, right? Baker Mayfield, drafted number 1 overall in 2018 by the Browns. His college stats, he played 48 games, 3.5-year starter as well. He had 1,026 completions, 14,607 total yards, 131 touchdowns to 30 interceptions. The statistics don't fucking lie, brother. And then you look at the teams. Even with Baker Mayfield on either team, you look at the weapons. Who's going to be better? So the Browns, I'm looking at the Browns this year. They got Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper, Jadeveon Clowney, Deshaun Watson. He's suspended, though, and Myles Garrett. And then you look at Carolina. DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Christian McCaffrey, Chuba Hubbard, Jeremy Chin, DJ Brown, and JC Horn. I think Baker Mayfield wins this fucking trade. I think Cleveland's dumb for getting rid of fucking Baker for a motherfucking 5th round pick. So Tony, swinging it to you, bro. How you feeling about Baker going for a 5th?
He's worth way more than a 5th, and I get he's on a 5th-year option right now, and I get he's, not your number 1 quarterback to pick up, but at the same time with the situation that Carolina's in, Carolina won this trade, and now the Browns have to pay Baker Mayfield week 1 $500,000 to try to beat the Browns. So at the end of the day, this is all around a stupid trade, and I just the Browns are going to be the Browns.
Yep. The Browns are the fucking Browns, and they lose yet another big fucking trade. So J Money, how you feeling about this? Thomas, how you feeling? Baker Mayfield for a 5th.
I like it. I mean, I like that he's going to be paired up with Christian McCaffrey. A 5th-round pick is almost a steal with how you see they've been kind of dangling him, like we've been talking about all offseason. They've been dangling him. They got Deshaun Watson. They were kind of feeling out how that was going to shake, but they didn't want to send him out for anything. But a 5th round kind of is questionable. Being a Sooner fan too, I got to ride for Baker. I like him, but I think he's going to excel in his position that he's at now. DJ Moore, you see in the comments with DJ Moore saying, I don't dislike the guy. Like, you guys took what I said out of context, man. Like, I like Baker. I'm excited to play with him. And I think that that's going to field him even more. And Christian McCaffrey and Baker Mayfield together is honestly very scary, man. Especially whenever you got Christian McCaffrey looking to bounce back, man. So, rooting for the Colorado kid, Christian McCaffrey, and rooting for, the Sooner, Baker Mayfield. But we'll see, man. They kind of do have a tough division. That division has a lot of figuring out to do, and they still have the haunting – boom, 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 floor shaking Tom Brady over there.
Tom fucking Brady. There's actually
Is
been
that
rumbling.
Look at him throwing that rock. Is that Tom Brady?
Is that
Stay back.
Is that a goat? Is that a goat?
You can't even sack him. You cannot sack him.
Fuck, bro. I tell myself every single time I watch Pat Mahomes play, I watch Tom Brady play, I watch quarterbacks that people are scared to hit. I'm like, I'd fucking take a couple flags just hitting them late. Like, just to fucking do it, bro. Like, just to say, like, I hit Tom Brady. I laid a fucking lick on him. Yep. I don't understand why NFL players are like, too much respect, man. I ain't gonna hit him. I'm like, he's fucking y'all up. He's like 33 for 34 with 700 yards, and he's up 20. You're not gonna hit the fucking guy because you got respect? Man, get me off this fucking topic. And one thing I want to bring up real quick, Endo brings up a good point. Cleveland is having to start Jacoby Brissett, being that they have no Baker now, being that Deshaun Watson is going to be suspended for 6+ games. I would literally bet my house on that shit. He's not playing at least half the season this year. And that's if he's lucky. That's if he's not suspended the whole fucking year. But now they have to start Brissett, and they got nothing in return, bro. They got nothing. They picked up Brissett in free agency, and now he's their guy. Tough luck, Cleveland. Browns gonna be the fucking Browns. They're back, baby. The Browns are back. But moving off the NFL onto the NBA, we were talking a couple weeks ago about the top 3 picks: Jabari Smith, Paulo, and Branchero. However you say his last name.
Branchero.
Yeah, isn't that his last name?
Pretty sure.
Thought it was. Something like that.
Yeah.
And then Chet Holmgren, or Holmgren. Sorry about that. We got to talk about Chet, bro. We got to talk about Chet in his first summer league game, bro. The guy had 23.7 rebounds and broke the summer league record with 6 motherfucking blocks, bro. And he said he's coming back to do it again. So, fellas, I don't know, man. I think we might have just seen a mixture between a Giannis and a KD. And I truly mean that shit. We said Chet was going to be the most dangerous guy here. You're looking at the highlights right here. He's fucking 7'2", 7'3", listed at 7'2". The guy has a shot. The guy has passing accuracy. And the guy can fucking dunk. The guy put up 23 points and 6 blocks in his first summer league game. And one thing I do want to say about that is he was the only first-round pick on the court in this game. So I will say that. It kind of gives you a little bit of confidence. Like, you know you're the top guy on the court. So he goes out there, he shoots his shot, and he gets buckets. Is he going to do that against guys like Joel Embiid? Is he going to do that against guys like Giannis? Who knows? But what we've seen in flashes from this first summer league game, this fucking guy, Chet, is goddamn dangerous. And I think he's something to worry about. OKC might be something to fucking worry about. Tony, I see you shaking your head no there, man. How you feeling on it?
I'm not going to be popular with the people here. I'm not going to be popular, but if you watch the second game against Kenny Lofton Jr., Chet got bodied, and it showed that he is not in the gym, and he does not have the weight to compete with big guys. So if Chet's going to go out there on a night-to-night basis and play against Joel Embiid, Giannis, he's going to go up against these big dudes that are strong. it's not going to go well for him unless he can get in the gym and he can put on some weight. And I know I sound like every other analyst that's been talking about this guy needs to hit the gym, needs to eat some food, blah, blah, blah. Joel Embiid is going to stomp Chet. It's not even going to be funny. He's going to bully him, and it's going to be ugly. It's going to be bad. So I hope Chet can put on some weight. He's a great athlete. He has great skill. He can dribble. He can shoot. He can dunk. He can play the post. He has very similar turnaround fade to Dirk, which was very, very weird to see. It was almost identical to what Dirk was. So they showed a side-to-side clip, and it was uncanny.
It was weird.
It was. Yeah, it was. He has a skill. He just needs to put on some weight. Kenny Lofton Jr., who is just a big body. He's just a big dude, was bullying him. So,
Justin, before I get to you real quick, I do want to say one thing I heard from a Chet Holmgren interview that really stuck out to me is one guy, I think it was J.R. Smith, was interviewing him, and he said, how do you feel about people telling you need to put on weight? And he was like, you don't think I've been hearing this since I was 7? He's like, people have been telling me this my whole life, and I was still the number 2 overall pick. I know what I am. So, like, we're all saying that, and I totally agree. The dude is a fucking stick. He's a stick in a jersey. But fuck, I don't think he cares. Like, he gonna go out there and be Chet. He gonna Chet on Chet. You know what I mean? Fuck. But Justin, how are you feeling on Chet Holmgren? I know you're not a huge NBA fan, but 23.7 rebounds and broke the Summer League record with 6 blocks in his first Summer League NBA game. How you feeling on it?
Best Shaq impression. Welcome to the league, young man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's how I feel, bro. Like, this motherfucker is coming out here balling. I'm going to start calling him Chef Chet. That's where I'm rolling with it. Chef Chet.
I like that.
But the thing is,
Justin, do you know that he crossed Curry up in high school?
There we go. Chef Chet. So the thing is, though, I'm going to start diving real deep into this summer league and kind of, what up, Ty Bima? I'm gonna see what's going on so that way we can set ourselves up for breaking bread later. Because I've been seeing people place bets that are like, oh, this player to get over 20 points in the summer league game, and they're banking $7,000, and I'm like, all right, you know, we could get down to it too. Chef Chet might be a guy to bet on, especially with these blocks, especially with these steals, and maybe even a defensive player rookie of the year award.
Ooh.
Just a futures bet. Just saying, you know what I mean? That's where my mind's going with it, but welcome to the league, yo, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he had him like barbecue chicken. It was barbecue chicken out there. 23
damn it, Chuck. I got Chuck right here. Damn it.
Lost track of time, was cutting the grass. Hey, Mike
good.
Clark. You got to get them chores done, my boy. It's Saturday.
Yeah.
You're a father. You know, it's a nice day outside. Go get that grass cut, man. We don't hate.
I'm telling
Put
you,
us in the
I'm
headphones.
grinding to get some grass to cut. You feel me? I'm trying to cut some grass.
Have to. Justin literally has a simulation on his Xbox that he streams. It's just him cutting grass. He's on a lawnmower and he just cuts grass.
Because one day I'm going to have that shit. No, hustling.
You're going to be like, I know exactly what I'm doing. Watch this shit. Oh, hell no, bro. That shit has me hella weak, but I love it, bro. Moving on to something a little different. Justin, this is your expertise. UFC 276 happened last Saturday. Israel Adesanya went ahead and defended his title. Sean O'Malley got a dub, and Alexander Volkanovski took out Max Holloway for the 3rd time in their trilogy. So I guess we can just start off with you, brother. How you feeling on UFC 276? Did it disappoint? Did you expect it to go a lot of 5-round fights? Did you expect Sean O'Malley to win by doctor stoppage? What was your opinions on the whole thing?
I thought that it was a well put together fight. Just kicking it off, the Sean O'Malley fight was disappointing in the fact that he did get an eye poke call, but it disqualified. It was a draw. There's a lot of speculation. A lot of Sean O'Malley friends or fans, are posting this thing that, you know, he clipped him in the first round with this hard left hit to the eye, which I can see. It's a hook to the eye, and then you can see Sean O'Malley or Pedro Munoz wiping his eye after Sean O'Malley hits him. And then after that, there's a questionable eye poke, and, you know, they called a no decision. Moving on, Max Holloway versus Alexander Volkanovski. This is the 3rd time they fought. The first 2 were almost draws, I felt like. But this last one, Alexander Volkanovski looked very sharp. I have to give it to him. He was very, very on point. And yeah, I have to agree with Indo. He was scared. He kind of backed out. He didn't seem like he wanted that heat. And then even in the post interviews, he said that his eye was swelled up because he blew his nose and the air came out of his eye and it caused it. I was like, all right, bro. Like, come on now. That's you're faking the funk. And then Adesanya versus Jared. One thing that people don't understand about Adesanya whenever you buy his pay-per-view is he's the champion and he plans to be champion for as long as he can. And he has been defending that belt for a long time. His management chooses fights for him. He's not one to choose fights, and that's why he got called up to light heavyweight and lost to Jan Blachowicz to get a double title. Then he went down, and this is his first time defending his title till then. And he looked like he was on the defense, and Jared actually got him. You know what I mean? Like he was getting him, but like Indo was saying, he's a counterpuncher, and that's what he does. He stays on the back and lets him attack. And if you don't attack, then he's just gonna win his fight.
Floyd Mayweather.
You can't be mad at him. Yeah,
Floyd
Mayweather. Everybody says,
"Oh,
is he
50-0 by fucking attacking? He plays defense."
Yeah, everybody says, "Oh, Izzy's boring. Izzy's this. Izzy's that." But I mean, the real thing is, Izzy's got a real threat coming towards him with Alex Pereira because he's a damn monster. And Izzy lost twice to him in kickboxing matches prior. So I mean, it's gonna be crazy. But Adesanya, man, you gotta know what you're buying. You know what I mean? You gotta know the sport because yeah, he's hype, but he was hype when he got to the hype. Now he's a champion and he's gonna hold it, submit his legacy, and we'll probably see somebody disrupt that soon. My problem with Adesanya and champs who win like that, pay-per-view costs on it. That's what I'm saying, man. Buy that subscription, ESPN Plus. Get all of them.
Facts, bro. Ty Beamer saying he's boring because he can fucking fight levels above everybody.
Yeah, he can defeat you in either way. So he's like, all right, come at me, show me what you got, and then I'll put you out.
There's just different type of fighters, bro. There's the aggressors and then there's the defenders, and both can be great, but you got to play your fight. Israel Adesanya can fight like a motherfucking maniac, but he's not the type to go out there and fucking attack you. He's going to let it come to him. He's going to read it and shit like that. So I 100% agree. There's a lot of fighters that are the aggressors, like Thug Rose. She's an aggressor. Conor McGregor, he's an aggressor. They don't play defense. Yeah. They fucking attack you, and you got to kind of play defense on them. But Israel Adesanya, yeah, man, he's not. He's going to fight.
See how the roles change? Because Thug Rose tried to take a Adesanya approach to her last time of defense.
And she lost.
Because it was too boring. So you got to know what you're doing. And honestly, these judges are kind of bogus. So you gotta finish the motherfucker. Or
you gotta know
it's
you're
not,
gonna win.
Yeah, or it's a gamble.
Yep, 100%. I'm trying to get the name of Easy's barber, boys, because cleaner than a lawnmower. Tristan. My boy Antonio from RR fucking Hall of Fame's barbershop. Go ahead and hit him up. You already know I had it ready for him. Next time you come down to the Springs, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and take you. I've been trying to take Tony for 2 years, and he won't go.
Tony, we need to get you a fade.
That's what I'm saying. Tony, let the guy fade you up, bro. They cut white boys. They cut white boys.
I
got the fade.
Just sit in the mirror and buzz my shit.
Tony,
got to.
I get the buzz, but what about the fade? Art of Hall of Fade. Come on.
We'll get your hair super long and then I'll fade it up.
I'll be like this.
You'll walk out of that barbershop and you'll be like, a fade?
Yeah, my barber usually fades me up and then he calls it the panty dropper.
Ooh!
Like, what you want, man? You just want to clean up or you want the panty dropper? I'm like, yeah, let me get that panty dropper.
Bush knows. On my way for the cut. On my way for the fucking cut. On my way for the cut. Bring your ass on down here to the spring, my boy. Hey. Y'all catching fades with the barber? Just pay the man. Oh.
Man, I was sleep.
Pay the man. Yeah, I'm just paying my barber good.
You see this? Yeah, man.
My barber
got a good.
So, moving off the UFC onto the NBA. Tony, now off of Justin's expertise to your expertise. So I'm getting your opinion only on this one because I'm excited. Golden State Warriors interested in a Kevin Durant reunion. What's your thoughts, buddy?
How trustworthy is the source that released this is what I want to know.
Adam Schefter.
Well, it's frustrating, to be honest with you. I've been out of commission for the past 3 weeks. For anybody that doesn't know, I was dealing with a move and some other stuff going on. So I'm a little behind topic. But if Adam Schefter is going to come out here and say some stuff about Kevin Durant wanting to go back to the Warriors, it's something that I would have never imagined we see because there was a lot of talk going on. Sorry, I was reading that comment.
That is janky.
Tony read the comment and was like,
but no, I mean, I don't think it'll happen. I don't. And Endo Nindo's got a good point here. It won't happen. Unlike last time, the Warriors won't be willing to part with a lot of players that are built around the dynasty. And that's true. You would have to give up your Jordan Poole. You would have to give up your younger guys that Curry's helped build up in this dynasty. I don't think you're going to see this happen. I think Kevin Durant's going to fall into possibly the Suns or maybe the Heat. One of those teams that's just one piece away from winning a championship again. Warriors have been able to win without him. They don't need him again. They've went and proved that. That was an arguing piece that was going on for a while. So
one thing that you said that I 100% agree with, and I'm about to bring it with some facts, is they're not going to give up a lot of players. They'd have to give up a lot. And the reason I know that is because the Minnesota Timberwolves are the second team to send a fat package for Kevin Durant.
That package is insane.
Bro, that package was insane, and they denied it and said, we want Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Town, this guy, and like 3 fucking first-round picks. Like,
yeah.
Bro, what
Did you see
other
the
team?
Lakers package?
No, bro.
LeBron, AD, and draft.
They're going to – oh, that's what they want?
Yeah. They want as much as they can get from Kevin Durant, and they're not going to get it. And Kevin Durant's going to get pissed off because he's stuck in New York.
Truly, and I'm not saying this biasly, truly, and I don't even want this, but truly the only thing that I could see happening, because it wouldn't necessarily hurt either team in the trade, is the Celtics. We would have to give up Jaylen Brown. We wouldn't give up Jason Tatum, but we would have to give up Jaylen Brown. But Jaylen Brown is a young fucking dog. Everybody who watched the championship knows Jaylen Brown can be what Kevin Durant is. He can be. I'm not saying he's there yet. I'm not saying he is him. I'm saying he can be. And the way he's been working with Tracy McGrady this offseason, if they gave up like Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and somebody else for Kevin Durant, and probably a draft pick or two, we'd have to, and got Kevin Durant, I mean, I don't want that, but I wouldn't be mad at it, and I don't think fucking Nets fans would be mad at it either.
My problem with that trade is Jason Tatum and Kevin Durant aren't going to mix.
They're like the same player.
Yeah, they're not going to mix. And
they're like the same damn player.
And it's going to be one of them having a night every night. It's not going to be both of them going off, playing well, swinging the ball. One of them is going to get their buckets.
I feel that. Indo is saying, like, what can the Warriors give Brooklyn for KD that doesn't include Steph, Clay, Dre, Poole, or Wiseman? Exactly. And they're not going to go up any of those guys. Yeah, I don't know. That topic is crazy. I don't like it either, Tony. When I read that, I was like, no fucking way. Like, they don't need KD again. They just won the championship without him. They don't need him, but it is what it is, bro. We're going to get into our second commercial break here on the Rick T Podcast. On the other side of commercial break, we have some 17-0 challenge. We have some little debates for you guys, and then we also have some other little games for you guys. Before we get into commercial, I do want to bring up this. 2K23 is dropping, I believe September 10th. Me and Tony and my guy Frosty are looking for a team. You guys got to let us know what you guys are thinking. Our squad is built around team defense first mentality. Ignore this if you don't fucking play defense and you don't play fucking Xbox 2K. We run the zone defense, switch up, trap, man defense. It just really depends on our personnel. But offensively, we play through a pass first point guard who sets up everybody and is completely unselfish. Right now, me, Tony, and my guy Frosty are looking for a point guard and a small forward, which is honestly everybody's favorite position. So I don't know how we don't have those two positions yet. Tony plays shooting guard. I play center. My guy Frosty is going to play power forward for us. So let us know if you guys are interested in playing 2K23 on Xbox with us on our Pro Am team. We're going to get it the Denver Backwoods to the championship. Onto the NBA 2K League we go. is what I'll say.
We're gonna have to rebrand the team.
Yeah, we probably are.
I'll play starting bench. Bush, if you had Xbox, it would be over. You'd be on.
I know. Endo got PS5. He said, get on PS5 like a grown man, bro. Those bitches are expensive and they're hard to find.
Bush, go buy an Xbox One first gen for like $75.
That's what I've been telling people, bro. That's what the fuck I've been telling people, man. We'll be back in about 4 or 5 minutes, maybe even less. Enjoy this commercial break.
Hey, shout out to all my ladies out there. Doing the damn thing, man. Waking up every morning. Changing both babies. Getting them ready, feeding them breakfast. Getting themselves ready, man. And then getting their ass to work, man. Shout out to all the women. Thank you guys for coming to the downtown jet ski Wednesday night slow.
Maybe you crash and burn. Maybe you stay, maybe you leave, maybe you'll return. Maybe we'll grow, we never know. Maybe you and I were just ordinary people.
Sing it, John. Hey! Tuning in to the first downtown jet skis, downtown late Wednesday night slow jam session. Let's turn it back up.
Hey, we're just ordinary people.
Hey, white folks, I don't want you guys to feel left out. Let's play some white people slow jams. Let's play some things that'll get the white people out of their seats, huh?
We don't need calligraphy to write a fancy story. Kings and queens returning.
When it's a white, when it's a white. I'm smoking power in Japan. Black of the berry, drink my cream.
All right, and the 2021 AP Offensive Player of the Year is?
I hope it's Cooper Kupp. He won me a lot of money in fantasy.
It is indeed Cooper Kupp.
Man.
Now, I'll tell you, I've been in some pretty crazy situations this year. This is about the most uncomfortable I've been all year. Man, God is good, I'll tell you what. I'm not sure where my wife is sitting, but I just want to thank her. She is my inspiration. She's a stone cold fox, too. See you over there. I'd like to thank my boys, June and Cypress. They're just my motivation every day, being able to come home, see these boys. It's just been an incredible thing for me. My family, who's been with me from the very beginning, the support that they've shown me. Then I got my teammates and my coaches who have made it an absolute joy to come into work every single day. I've loved it. And then, to the people here, the people sitting in these seats, you guys, you make work so much fun, so competitive. You make this game so great. Thank you to each one of you for your work. Thank you, guys.
Back with the Rick T podcast. Saturday Chicken. You already know what it is with my boy Thomas Sanchez, Chuck Cave, and Clinton Holmes here to bring you guys the best sports news in the fucking world today.
Hey, I don't think we had a lot of viewers going on when we did the middle name thing.
Okay, so for people wondering what the fuck we're talking about, my name is Clinton Holmes today. To my right, my guy Chuck Cave, and then below me,
I'm Thomas Sanchez.
Thomas Sanchez. We're going by middle names today. You know what I
Put
mean?
the names up there.
Some real professional analyst names. We just didn't think Tony, Justin, and Eric were very professional. So today it's Clinton, Thomas, and Chuck.
Yeah.
Clinton, Thomas, and Chuck here on the Rick T Podcast, bringing you guys the best fucking sports news in today's day. Starting off with this, back from commercial break. As you guys know, there was very little quarterbacks drafted in this year's draft. There was maybe Malik Willis, Kenny Pickett. I don't see any of them winning a Super Bowl anytime soon. But for the 2021 draft class, there was a handful of quarterbacks that went in the first round, maybe even slightly into the second round. There's Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Trey Lance, Mac Jones, a handful of names. So what I wanted to do here is bring up this, man. Out of all the 2021 quarterbacks, who is the most likely to win a ring first? And I'll go ahead and start this off, man, just because I have it right on the top of my fucking head and I'm ready to go. So out of the quarterbacks, Trevor Lawrence, Trey Lance, Mac Jones, Justin Fields, all good talent, all pretty decent teams. I have one player specifically that I think is going to be quarterback to win the ring first. And RG3 put out a tweet and said Mac Jones statistically is the best quarterback to win a ring first out of all 2021 quarterbacks. If you're looking at statistics and where he's built, I do see so. But me personally, I got to go with Trey Lance. You got to trust the Shanahans, bro. They're proven. He has a little bit more speed around him. And I do think Bill Belichick only has a couple years left on his NFL career, I would say. I don't see him going much longer. I think he's going to ride the sunset and get out of here. So I'm not going to go Mac Jones. I'm going to go Trey Lance. And right here to my right is also Zach Wilson, who I keep forgetting to bring up because he's on such a dog shit team. But that's besides the point. I'm going to have to go Trey Lance. I don't think it'll be any time in the next 2 to 3 years, but I think out of all the 2021 quarterbacks, Trey Lance is the most likely to win a Super Bowl first out of the 2021 quarterbacks. Just my opinion. Just my little slight opinion. Tony, swinging it to you, bro. Out of all the 2021 quarterbacks, who's the most likely to win a Super Bowl first?
Well, I don't like agreeing with you very often, but, I mean, you kind of said it all. Trey Lance is kind of the guy that's set up to win the soonest. I'm not going to sit here and say that none of these guys are going to get a ring besides Trey Lance, because that's not true. That I see Mac Jones getting one later in his career. I see Trevor Lawrence maybe getting one if they can build that franchise right. But, I mean, right now, Trey Lance is definitely in the best position to do so if they can just get rid of Jimmy.
I 100% agree with you, bro. Have to. It's just a simple statistic, bro. He's with the Shanahans. He's got a bunch of talent around him. He's played behind Jimmy G for a little bit. Justin, in your opinion, out of all the 2021 quarterbacks, though, who's the most likely to win a ring first, brother?
Man, I like Trey Lance, but I could see Justin Fields getting traded somewhere, right in the bench, and then say like Russell Wilson gets hurt, and then he wins the Super Bowl for the Broncos or something. You know what I mean? Years down the road. But I think the first one to get the Super Bowl, it's got to be Justin Fields for me.
Yeah? You trust Chicago?
Yeah.
Wow. You going with Chicago?
It's got to be Justin
bro.
Fields. Chicago Bears and Bills.
Fuck. Bears and Bills. Bears and Bills. Bringing up old fucking Jello, bro. Next topic, staying in the NFL, bro. 2 Alabama quarterbacks have been going head-to-head for, I would say, 6+ years, and we've seen them from day one. Tua Tagovailoa and Jalen Hurts. Both, I would say, improve it fucking years. Who is going to have the better year between the two in 2022 and 2023? Jalen Hurts or Tua Tagovailoa? Justin, we'll go ahead and start with you here, brother. Who do you think is going to have the better year?
I think Jalen Hurts is going to have a hell of a year. Just been watching a lot of film on him lately. I don't know. My Twitter's been going crazy about Jalen Hurts. And I've been seeing a lot of his deep ball. And that's scary because you think about deep ball, and then you think about deep guy, A.J. Brown. So, I mean, he's got all the pieces to kind of make it work. I think that he can have a hell of a season if he can connect with A.J. Brown.
Ooh, I like that. Tony, swinging it to you, bro. Tua Tagovailoa or Jalen Hurts? Who's going to have a better season in 2022, 2023?
So I'm a big Hurts fan. We've known this. I say it all the time, Hurts season. But this is a hard one because both of them got a new weapon this year. And Tyreek Hill is speaking highly of Tua. I just haven't seen it yet. So I'm going to keep rocking with Hurts on this one.
Got to go Jalen Hurts, huh?
Yep.
Damn, no reason. You just got to go fuck with Jalen Hurts, huh?
I mean, Justin kind of said it perfectly. You have the deep ball guy. You have the strong arm behind the line there. And then you got a mobile quarterback who can throw on the run. I think that he's going to be a great quarterback with years to come as well. So,
man, I got to get in on this one, man. Tua Tagovailoa or Jalen Hurts, who's going to have a better season in 2022 or 2022, 2023? So the way I look at it is both Miami and Philly are very similar teams. They both kind of went all out, spent a lot of money this offseason to bring in a star receiver like Tyreek Hill, bring in a star receiver like A.J. Brown, and they spent a lot of money on the team. Both pretty good rosters already, but they both have a question mark with their team. And on both teams, the question mark is the quarterback situation. Nobody really knows week in, week out if Jalen Hurts is going to come in and be the best quarterback or the worst quarterback. And everybody has doubts about Tua Tagovailoa. All three of us, all four of us here on the show, all have our doubts about Tua. But the way I look at it is I'm going to have to stick with Jalen Hurts, being that any statistical week, he's going to come out and not only be the best thrower on the field, but he has the chance to be the best runner on the field as well. He can use his feet and get out of the pocket and use his feet to be a weapon. To where Tua Tagovailoa doesn't really have that mobility, and we already know his arm's a little weak. So I'm going to have to go with Jalen Hurts, even being a Cowboys fan. I think Jalen Hurts is a real threat, but they both are in prove it seasons. I think it's either they're going to ball out and get a new contract, or both of them are going to fucking choke and they're going to be let go. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's going to be an intense matchup. They've been battling, like I said, for 5-6 years. But let's go ahead and go to our fantasy statistical analyst. Let's bring him on board. Dallas Clark, a.k.a. Indo is my Nindo. Bro, I know you hear us talking about this topic. We got to get your opinion on it, bro. Tua Tagovailoa, Jalen Hurts. Who's going to have a better season in 2022, 2023?
So, I mean, of course, it's kind of a loaded question. And I was laying on my couch dying. And I just couldn't listen to it anymore without giving my feedback, my opinion on it. It's a loaded question in the fact that I think Tua Tagovailoa is going to be a better statistical quarterback than Jalen Hurts this season. You look at Tua, look at the weapons that he has with Mike Gesicki. You look at adding Tyreek Hill on top of Jalen Waddle, and the weapons that he already had. Tua Tagovailoa statistically should be a better quarterback this season. Now, the problem with Tua Tagovailoa is he isn't in that weak-ass NFC East like Jalen Hurts is. Jalen Hurts is going to take his team farther because it really doesn't take much to win the NFC East. You just got to be a little bit better than the Cowboys. You just got to be a little bit better than the midway point of the NFL, and that's really not that hard to do. So if Jalen Hurts can just step up and play a couple of good games, you can easily see those Eagles in the playoffs. You look at Mac Jones and the Patriots. You look at the Buffalo Bills coming as my Super Bowl favorites right now. So that AFC East is going to be extremely hard for Tua Tagovailoa to get through. I have a hard time believing he even makes wild card, but he will play better than Jalen Hurts throughout the regular season. Just Jalen is going to take his team farther. So it's really depending on what you say is better. Is it playing better or is it taking your team farther? That's where that question kind of comes in as loaded for me.
I like it, though. I like it. Everyone has their opinions on it. It's all going to be like week 7 when we start seeing shit roll out, and we're going to be like, oh, fuck, I was wrong or I was right. You know what I mean? And that's what I love about talking about this in the offseason. Everyone thinks the offseason is boring. Everyone thinks there's not much to talk about. I love kind of gambling on these players for the next season. Mentally gambling is what I call it. I got Vat Farachi 64 in chat saying Zach Wilson is going to be better than both. What? What?
That's up there with the Bears and the Bills Super Bowl.
Bro, literally, I'm about to screenshot this and post this.
Dallas.
Yes, sir.
Gosh.
2 questions for you real quick. First of all, is your chair, is that the Akatsuki?
Oh, yeah, it's a blanket that I got. Yes, sir.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, thank you.
And then 2, boom or bust this year for fantasy? You didn't get a chance to speak on that earlier, so we'll give you like 2 minutes just to wrap that up real quick.
One big boom, one big bust.
One big boom, one big bust. I mean, I've already talked about DK Metcalf last week being my big bust of the season. So I'm going to go ahead and go with I'm going to stick with DK Metcalf because I'm just off the top of my head. I can't really think of anybody that I've written down over the last little bit that I have as much knowledge on. Just DK Metcalf. I mean, you look at what he did last season. He failed to get over 60 yards in I think 14 games. You look at the fact that he was really only serviceable off of touchdowns, and in fantasy football, you don't want to be chasing touchdown production. You look at the fact that Tyler Lockett has had just about as much attention as DK Metcalf and has actually outscored DK Metcalf over the last 2 seasons. He's been just a better wide receiver. And then the fact that they lost Russell Wilson, I mean, DK Metcalf definitely is going to be a big bust for me, especially the fact that he's going at wide receiver 14. I mean, you're talking about him still being a borderline wide receiver 1 at that point. And for your wide receiver 1 from weeks 10 to 15 to not be able to put up 60 yards or 1 touchdown, that's just unacceptable for me. That's playoff time. That's when you really need those numbers from your key players. And I just feel like DK Metcalf, he's going to be one of those players that's highly going to disappoint you this season if you end up going with him. Now, a big boom that I have, I'm really excited about Elijah Mitchell, that rookie running back coming from San Francisco. I'm going to have a lot more in detail statistics coming with it here this week, but Elijah Mitchell, just the statistics that he was able to put up in college, plus the surrounding area around him. I mean, you're looking at Elijah Mitchell right now, because that's San Francisco, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't misspeaking. Yeah, you're looking at Elijah Mitchell right now. I mean, you look at how that running back room has been over the last couple of years. It's been one of the best running situations in the league. Unfortunately for fantasy football players, it's been extremely running back by committee and hard to tell whether it's going to be Raheem Mostert, whether it's going to be Trey Sermon. You're looking at it and saying that with some of those targets going out, I think they lost 3 running backs last year in free agency, and the only one remaining is Trey Sermon. Now you're looking at the fact that it may not start early for you with Elijah Mitchell. Elijah Mitchell may be one of those early trade targets that's not going to start out the season great because Trey Sermon and some of those veteran running backs that are already still there, they're going to be taking those carries. But eventually, come week 6, Elijah Mitchell is going to take that number 1 running back role out in San Francisco, and you're going to be happy to go out and get him basically for free from whatever player that you get in your league that's going to be upset with the numbers that he put up in the first few weeks.
I like it. I like that, man. Elijah Mitchell and DK Metcalf, Dallas Clark's boom or bust. Take it down in your fantasy notes. You already know what it is. Let's get to our last topic before we get into our 17-0 challenge and then get you guys on this beautiful Saturday to go enjoy the day and enjoy your life. So, starting off here, Dallas, we'll go ahead and keep it with you, man, just because I want to get your opinions on it.
Good.
OBJ and Julio Jones, both still currently free agents. A lot of people consider them the best free agent receivers still on the board. Where do they end up playing in 2022, if at all? Do you have any details?
I think a great fit for Odell Beckham Jr. would be the Arizona Cardinals. You look at the fact that DeAndre Hopkins, and I'm not going to lie to you, this is one of those crazy offseason things that happened. I completely forgot about DeAndre Hopkins being suspended for the first 6 weeks of this season. So you're looking at Rondale Moore, Amon St. Brown, those wide receivers around him. They're decent, but you're not going to feel comfortable as the Arizona Cardinals in one of the toughest divisions, if not the toughest division in the NFL at the current moment. You're looking at them really needing to win early and win often, and they really thrive off that passing game. Missing DeAndre Hopkins, Odell Beckham could really come in and make a huge difference. And then when they add DeAndre Hopkins back in week 6, week 7, that's going to be an amazing wide receiver room. You're looking at Amon-Ra St. Brown. You're looking at Rondale Moore. They can come out of the slot. And then Odell Beckham and DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, that sounds like a Madden roster right there. Now, Julio Jones, I personally think he's going to be one of those wide receivers that's going to kind of have to wait for a wide receiver injury just because the hype on him is not the same as it is on Odell Beckham. But as an Indianapolis Colts fan, I personally would absolutely love to see Julio Jones don a horseshoe, get him back with Matt Ryan. The Indianapolis Colts, the reason that we are, an average team right now is we have the worst wide receiver room in the entire NFL. Put Michael Pittman, Julio Jones out there. Hopefully Paris Campbell can stay healthy. I think Julio Jones back with Matty Ice could mean magic in the AFC South with the Indianapolis Colts.
I like that a lot. I like that. J Money, my boy Thomas. How you feeling about it, man? OBJ and Julio Jones, where do you see them ending up, if playing at all?
I think Julio Jones gets re-signed by the Titans, being that they release A.J. Brown. to the Philadelphia Eagles. I think OBJ, a good fit for him would be Seattle, being that they have the extra money to spend, getting rid of Russell Wilson. They have a kind of coin flip and a quarterback. So might as well sign OBJ to kind of give you that uplift to have, a target other than DK Metcalf and Lockett to throw to, where, these guys are so accustomed to Russell Wilson, so they're going to have something new. Why not bring a veteran, an all-star, kind of a jack of all trades onto the league, and you have this extra money, you know what I mean? So bring him into the Seattle Seahawks. But I see Julio Jones staying right where he's at.
See, and I like that you said you see Julio re-signing with Tennessee, because I really didn't think that at all. I obviously have a couple places in my mind where I see Julio, but not once did I say he's going to re-sign to Tennessee because they just let go of A.J. Brown. That's actually a really good take. Tony, swinging it to you, man. OBJ and Julio Jones, where do you see him playing in 2022, 2023, if at all?
One of these guys I think is definitely going to end up in the NFC with one of these quarterbacks that needs a strong wide receiver one. Specifically, a team in mind for me is going to be Green Bay. I think that they could definitely profit off of one of these guys. In my opinion, I think probably Julio would be the better fit out of OBJ and Julio there. And then if Julio falls there, I think OBJ is going to go to another big market team, one of these big cities. First team that comes to mind, and no reason because of it, is Patriots. I could see them needing a big wide receiver that can make plays downfield. So other than that, I mean, Tom Brady's always looking for another weapon to add to his roster as well. So
that's true. I like the takes. So, Tony, I'm going to have to 100% agree with you with the Green Bay aspect. They got rid of Devontae Adams. Robert Tonyan's kind of still recovering from his injury. We did talk a little bit earlier how Allen Lazard is supposed to be the guy, but is he the guy? Is he Odell Beckham? Is he Julio Jones? I personally think Odell Beckham is a better fit there just because I think he would work better with Aaron Rodgers. So I have Odell going to Green Bay. And then, not biasly, I have Julio actually ending up in Dallas. I know Dallas is working on a trade with Deontay Johnson, but with us releasing and trading Amari Cooper, we kind of need another receiver just to fill a spot. And I don't think we want a receiver that's not going to put up numbers. And we all know Julio in his prime put up numbers. He did have a couple off years. He, battling injuries in his last couple years in Atlanta and then down in Tennessee, not being the number one guy, not really getting his touches. I think Dallas would be a good fit for him, give him a kind of an up boost and bring him back to the game. And, maybe we see Atlanta Julio. So I don't know. I'm excited for it though, man. Odell Beckham and Julio Jones still out there. It kind of sucks though. I've been doing a bunch of mock drafts for fantasy, and I'm like, I see them both on the list, and I'm like, they're kind of undraftable. Like, they're literally undraftable because you don't know where the fuck they're going to end up, if end up somewhere at all. Like, you have no idea, man. So Odell Beckham.
Yeah, I do like that Green Bay call out. They definitely, I think Julio and Green Bay would definitely work out. Another one that I was kind of thinking about while y'all were talking is Buffalo. I feel like, Stephon Diggs did his damn thing out there, but they didn't really have anybody to take that attention away from Stephon Diggs. Just having a real nasty number 2 wide receiver out there with Stephon Diggs, the Buffalo Bills could really make a run for the Super Bowl. That's
why they have Gabriel Davis ranked so fucking high in fantasy, because they don't have another number 2. So yeah, 100%, bro. So Justin, get ready to roll the goddamn tape, because what we're about to get into next, we've been doing for the last 4 or 5 weeks, thanks to my guy Chuck down below me. We're calling it the 17-0 challenge. And right now, our week 1 team is 3-0. Deadass have destroyed every team that we've had so far. So Justin, roll the goddamn tape and let people know who our team is, man. Roll it! Roll the tape!
Let's get ready to rumble! At quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa. Running back, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Receivers, A.J. Brown, CeeDee Lamb, and Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Tight end, Dawson Knox. Indianapolis Colts O-line, Jets D-line. Pittsburgh Steelers linebacking core, and Baltimore Ravens defensive backfield.
So let's go on the fuck down. Like it just said, Tua, Clyde, A.J. Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Dawson fucking Knox. Indianapolis Colts O-line, in my opinion, the best O-line in the game. New York Jets D-line, not a bad swing. Linebacking core is Pittsburgh Steelers. And then we had the Baltimore Ravens defensive backfield. So who will we get this week? Who is going to win the 17-0 challenge? Even though we are 3-0. Who knows, bro? Who knows? So let's go ahead and start here. I don't really have the little notes thing that Tony has. Do I?
Yeah, it's called Notepad, but
Oh, literally on my PC?
yeah.
That's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing.
Give me a second. That's a little embarrassing. All right, so we do have the notepad. Quarterback, running back. How many running backs do we got? One?
Let me see.
Yeah, it's just Clyde, right?
Yep.
Receivers.
3. One tight end, one O-line, one linebacker, one DB, one D-line.
One tight end, one O-line, one D-line, linebackers, DBs. All right. Here we go. Now we're real professional, boys. Let's get into it. So, of course, we let the fans pick a couple picks for us, but we ultimately have to have the decisions. Oh, perfect. Yeah, Indo, definitely. Most definitely. But anyway, we're gonna let the fans pick a couple, but we're gonna pick most. So let's let fucking Thomas start us off. Last time me and you did it, you ended up giving us a hot quarterback in Aaron Rodgers. You felt it. What are you feeling right now? What position should we go ahead and spin for?
You're on mute. We were so close.
Sorry about that. I know, almost the whole show without a mute. I think we should send for a wide receiver. I don't know if it's going to be a really hot team, but lots of good wide receivers out there. I think we should get one right off the bat.
Wide receiver, you boys down with it?
Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead and fucking do it. We're spinning for a wide receiver. Give us something good here. Give us something good. Ravens.
Damn it.
They have fucking nobody. It's Rashad Bateman.
I know. Rashad Bateman.
That's not a
or
horrible
Sammy
pick.
Watkins.
Nah, Bateman for sure.
Yeah.
Rashad Bateman. Oh man. All right. Let's let the chat pick. Let's let the chat pick because Justin, that was a pretty shit spin. I won't lie. So chat, go ahead and put in the chat what fucking position you guys want to spin for. Can't be quarterback. Quarterback has to go last. It has to be running back. You can pick for one of our receivers, our tight end, O-line, D-line, linebacking core, or defensive backfield. Go ahead and just put in the chat what you guys want to go ahead and spin for, and we'll go ahead and spin fucking for it. Jeez, man.
You got 9 people in there, so somebody's got to at least say one thing.
And real quick, one more time, is the team we have to beat. Damn near impossible. Damn near impossible.
I'm shocked that that team is 3-0, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah. Bush is saying D-line. Eric, your vote doesn't count.
Oh, come on. I don't know who El Prez is. Come on. Get right, man. Jeez.
Get right.
So, Bush is the only one that voted, so let's go D-line.
Let's go D-line.
All right. D-line, here we come. Can it be better than the Jets?
The Rams.
Green Bay's D-line. Yikes.
Yeah, Green Bay's D-line ain't that great.
What the fuck? Oh, yeah, I can already tell we about to lose this one. Dallas, what are you feeling?
Man, I say that we go with a tight end.
Tight end here. What the fuck? Chicago?
Wow.
Trey Burton? No, that's not Trey Burton. How was last? He was a Colt last year. Who is their tight end right now?
Who's their tight end?
Let me see.
Yeah, because they traded Trey Burton to the Colts last year, so it's not Trey Burton anymore. Chicago's tight end. Damn, I feel like it's right on the tip of my tongue, too.
Komet.
Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, Jimmy Graham is damn.
I thought it was Komet.
Cole Kmet.
Yeah, I think it's Cole Kmet.
How do you spell Komet?
K-M-E-T. Or yeah, K-M-E-T.
Oh, they got let's see here. Chicago Bears Zach Miller is their tight end, I believe. Let me Google it real quick.
Like, I don't know none of these dudes. We lost.
Last year was Jimmy Graham, it says.
Yeah, they actually Cole Kmet is on their roster still. That's it. So yeah, Cole Kmet. K-M-E-T.
Did Jimmy retire?
Yeah, I think Jimmy retired because he's not on their roster anymore. Because on their current, like, going into training camp depth chart, they got Cole Kmet and Ryan Griffin that they got from the Jets, and then James O'Shaughnessy from Jacksonville.
Komet's a good pickup.
Yeah, it's not horrible. It could be worse.
He's a top 15 fantasy tight end.
It could be better. It could be worse. It's right in the middle, man. Tony, what are you feeling, bro?
Let's take our luck with a wide receiver here again.
Luck with a wide receiver number 2. Maybe wide receiver 1 if we're lucky. Jeez. The Chargers. Give us some options. All right. How you feeling about that, boys?
Mike Williams.
Yeah.
I vote Mike Williams, too.
Yeah, you know Keenan Allen's my bus, so.
Mike Williams. Mike Williams. Cool. I'm feeling the offensive line. Offensive line group. Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Give us a good ass offensive line, man.
Browns.
Wow.
Could be worse. We could have gotten the other Cincinnati team.
You know, see, I feel like everybody's getting upset about these bad picks, but we're trying to go 17-0, right? So this is nice. This shitty team is great for us.
I just want our team to compete. This is like the fucking Patriots playing the Jets. Like, this is not competition. This is a divisional game here. We need some competition. Oh fuck! I just spun the wheel. Let's go. Wide receiver 3. Fuck.
And then running back quarterback.
Scary Terry.
Yeah, Scary Terry.
And then Bush, you're the only one dropping some comments. Unless chat wants to get in, what position you guys want next? You have running back, linebacker, or DB?
Oh damn! I forgot about those two.
Scary Terry McLaurin. All right, I like it.
Right now we have Rashad Bateman, Mike Williams, Terry McLaurin, Cole Kmet, Browns offensive line, and Green Bay defensive line.
You know, that's really not a bad pass catching core if we can get the right quarterback. Like, if we can get a decent quarterback, like, that's really not a bad pass catching core.
That's hella facts.
You're like almost looking at it in reverse. Terry McLaurin, wide receiver 1, Mike Williams, number 2, and then Rashad Bateman out the slot coming out wide receiver 3.
And Bush is saying DBs.
All right.
It's time for the defensive backfield core. Who we going with here? Who we going with? Tampa. Not bad.
It's not bad.
It could be worse. Tampa Bay. We got Tampa Bay, Green Bay. Justin, back to you, man. We got a running back spot, a linebacking spot. Which one are you going with?
Yeah, we got to get running back.
Let's get the running back then. I'm surprised running back lasted this long without getting picked, honestly.
Running back and quarterback are the 2 exciting picks.
What the fuck?
Oh, my goodness.
Michael Carter.
Green?
Michael Carter's not even supposed to start this year. It's supposed to be Breece Hall.
Oh, yeah, Breece Hall.
That's tough.
That's my vote, Breece Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said Breece Hall.
Damn.
All right, then we got to go linebacker and then quarterback.
Yup. Here we go. What's the best possible linebacking core we could have here?
San Francisco, probably.
Colts.
Oh, that's nice. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't want to say Colts. You know what I'm saying?
Leonard.
Darius Leonard, you know, I argue he's the best linebacker in the league, so I ain't even upset with that.
I would say maybe last year, or maybe the year before last, but, you know, Michael Parsons.
All right, give us a QB, and we actually got a shot here.
All right, quarterback. Here we go.
Well, see, my problem with Micah Parsons being the best linebacker in the league is he doesn't just play linebacker. He plays DN. It's like being like T.J. Watt's the best lineman in the league. Like, he plays linebacker, he plays DN, and he plays all over.
That's facts. We got fucking Philly. We gotta go with Jalen Hurts.
That's not bad though. I mean, Jalen Hurts can do the right thing with that wide receiver core. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just that Browns offensive line that's really gonna keep him in trouble.
So this is the team, fellas, against Tua, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, wide receiver AJ Brown, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and CeeDee Lamb. Tight end Dawson Knox. Offensive line the Colts. Steelers linebacking core. Ravens defensive backfield, and D-line of the Jets.
Wow, when you look at that, you would think that Eric set that up. Didn't we argue today, Jalen Hurts versus Tua Tagovailoa? You would have thought Eric set that up, bro.
I know, bro. And now our fucking quarterbacks going against each other are literally Jalen Hurts and fucking Tua. Isn't this some shit? Going against Jalen Hurts, Breece Hall, Rashad Bateman, Mike Williams, Scary Terry McLaurin, Kyle Kmet, Browns offensive line, Green Bay defensive line. Yeah, what is it? Kyle, Cole, Kenny. Anything with a K, all right?
Kevin.
Colts linebacking core and Tampa Bay defensive backfield. So this team versus the who wins, fellas? Let's get some votes in here. Tony, starting with you, bro. Team A or this team that we just drafted, Team B?
That's hard, actually. I didn't think when we were
Can
building.
you pop up the roster at the bottom again?
Yeah, I didn't think when we were building this team that this would be a hard choice here, but
Because I feel like, honestly, like it's hard to compare the running backs because Breece Hall, we haven't really seen him, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, that's going to be another one of my busts this year, to be honest with you.
Facts, because he's not even supposed to start.
Exactly. But then you look at that wide receiver core, A.J. Brown, CeeDee Lamb, that's real nice. But the Valdez-Scantling, that kind of, that gets kind of taken out by that Rashad Bateman pick. So I think we have a better wide receiver core on the first team, a better tight end on the first team, a better offensive line on the first team. The linebacker core, I mean, you're looking at T.J. Watt versus Darius Leonard. I mean, I would even say that we have a better linebacker core with that Steelers linebacker core. Ravens defensive back versus Tampa Bay's defensive back. So that's going to be kind of difficult, but I think Tampa Bay gets the edge. So overall, I think we're kind of winning with that team one.
Team A. Tony, what was your vote, Team A?
yeah. No, I'm going Team B.
You're going the team we just drafted?
Yeah.
Wow. Justin?
Man, I'm going with Team A.
Team A, the first team.
Got to.
Yeah, man. Tony, I'm going to have to disagree with you, bro. Team A is a little bit better team in this. I'm sorry to say it. These guys are going from 3-0 to 4-0 after this week. Fucking, can this team be beat? Can this team be fucking
We're going to get to like 15-0 and they're going to get smacked.
Imagine being almost 17-0 in this challenge. And
Almost. Patriots.
But, hey, these picks are going to fluctuate over the year because we're going to have some of these guys that we didn't expect to go off, kind of like a Cooper Kupp situation last year. So,
yeah.
I mean, kind of like the real NFL too.
Yeah. So, I mean, over the course of the NFL season, because this is going to be going into the season, we're going to see some different picks here.
That's facts, 100%, boys. Sorry, I'm trying to pull something up real quick for our next one. So getting out of the 17-0 challenge, of course, Team A. Can this team be fucking stopped? I don't know. We'll go ahead and see next week when these boys go ahead and draft a new team with me. See if we can take down the 4-0 Team A. I mean, we're going against Team D this week. Let's see if we can get 17-0. But getting on to something, our last and final topic of the day, and quite frankly, some of our favorites.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Cheating, bling, bling. Cut the chatter. You ain't talking money.
It's time for some fucking breaking bread. We're getting on FanDuel. We got some locks. I know sports are low, like I said at the beginning of the show, but we got to get our locks in. Justin, starting with you, my boy, what locks do you have today? I'm going to go ahead and try to put them in, try to put your money amount in so people can see. But what money locks do you got today?
So unfortunately, I'm going off DraftKings just because my shit got a little, tipsy-turvy. But you can still probably plug it in on FanDuel. I know that for a fact. But my lock of the day for today is going to be White Sox.
Go step by step. Sport teams based or sport team lock. You know what I mean?
This is strictly MLB 2-pick parlay. Mine is at 367 plus 367. I put down $25 to win 116. You got the Chicago White Sox winning the first half money line. So you might have to click on them and then go first half, first
half.
5. Yep. And then if you want to go to the Philadelphia Phillies and the St. Louis Cardinals, these are the 2 early games, folks, starting at 12:20 Mountain Time. Click on that, and then I took Paul Goldschmidt to go over 1.5 bases.
So what should I go to here?
Batter. Sorry, I can't really see on there. Do you see bases, total bases, or batter props? Hits and runs. Go hits and runs, and scroll down total bases. Go up. Total runs. Oh. Damn, I don't know where the total bases are on here. I know it's on here though.
Funky ass DraftKings, bro.
All right, so take him for a hit.
Runs. It's hits and runs. And then you scroll all the way down to record 2+, 3+, 4+, 5+.
Yeah.
And you have them over 5?
All right, it's down there. Total bases. I have them 2 plus 2 bases.
And you have who?
Paul Goldschmidt. Show more, unless he's right there. Paul Goldschmidt.
And you put down 25?
Yeah.
25 for 55.
Damn, it's low over on that side.
You not fucking with DraftKings or FanDuel anymore, huh?
Nah, mine's plus 367. 25 for 116 for that.
Wow, this is plus 223.
What are the White Sox at now? I got them at 165.
White Sox are
minus 162.
I got 170.
I
got
Paul
FanDuel?
Goldschmidt at plus 115.
Oh shit! Yeah, mine might need to be refreshed.
But that's my lock of the day. So I mean, I'd put half a unit on it.
So half a unit. I like it. So Tony, swinging it to you, bro. You got any locks for today?
Yeah, I do. So you're gonna go and take the Padres money line.
Padres. Money line?
Yep. And then you're going to take the Dodgers money line.
What time is it? Oh, they're probably the late game. Okay.
Yeah. And then you're going to take Clayton Kershaw with over 6.5 strikeouts.
What team does he play for?
Dodgers.
Clayton Kershaw with 6.5 strikeouts.
Yeah. And then hits and runs. So that'll be under popular most likely. You with me there?
Yeah, I'm on hits and runs in the Dodgers game.
Okay, so we're to record 2+ hits, you're going to take Mookie Betts.
Nice. Mookie Betts. Is that the lock right there? 3-leg parlay?
It is. $10 pays $128.23.
$10 pays $99.03 here.
Shit. In Colorado Springs,
he says shit.
I know. What the fuck?
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I'm not logged in or what, bro. But yeah, my fucking odds are different than your guys'. I don't know why.
Yeah, I got that exact same parlay, 4-leg, same game parlay plus at plus 1282.
That's fucking weird, bro. Loving it though,
Yeah, that's
bro.
crazy.
Dallas, what about you, bro? What's your locks for the day, bro?
All right, so I was actually sitting here putting a couple together. I do it a little differently. I always like to go with a couple with just the games on it. And then I like to go with a couple like same game parlay pluses. So my game lines, I got a 7-leg parlay here. 3 of them are with the overwhelming favorites. One thing I've learned about betting baseball is that really a lot of times the lines are really skewed on baseball. They don't really know how to get the lines, especially when they don't have the pitching set up yet or anything like that. So sometimes those lines are a little skewed. It's hard to go off favorites and underdogs in baseball a lot of the times. But you're looking at the Houston Astros being a minus 320 favorite. I'm taking that money line. You're looking at the Milwaukee Brewers at minus 275. I'm also taking that money line. And then I really like that Los Angeles Dodgers minus 260 with Clayton Kershaw pitching tonight, one of the best pitchers in the MLB. And then I mentioned the Atlanta Braves as well at that minus 235. Now, the two games that I added on here that are going to sweeten the pot, I think the Colorado Rockies with Kyle Freeland. That's going to be a really good game with the Diamondbacks playing Bumgarner. Those are the two best pitchers going against each other. But I really like the Rockies' record with Freeland so far this year. So I'm going with the Rockies money line with that plus 110. And then I'm going with that. Everybody knows that game today, that Yankees-Red Sox game. I mean, I know the lines are close because it's a rivalry and they're in Boston. But New York is New York. And we've talked about it on this show about how crazy those Brooklyn Bombers have been. So I'm going with that Yankees money line as well. That's going to put you at a plus 1921. So $10 will win you $192.
Yeah, my lines are way fucked up, bro. Do you see these?
But then I'm going with a same game parlay plus. Like I said, the two games that I'm most excited about as a baseball fan today will be that Rockies game and that Yankees game. So I'm putting in one here for the same game parlay plus. I'm going with Kyle Freeland to get 3+ strikeouts. Madison Bumgarner, where's he at? I'm also going with him to get 3+ strikeouts, but I don't see him on my list. So I'm actually going to go under 4.5 on Madison Bumgarner today. And then going over to that Yankees-Red Sox game, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it in there. Let me see here.
You say under 4?
Under 4.5. And then I went over there and I threw in Aaron Judge and DJ LeMahieu to record a hit from that Yankees game.
Not a bad parlay.
Yeah, not at all. Sorry, I'm just looking.
I like that. I mean, I'm one of those people that instead of trying to add on a bunch of crazy stuff on my things, I just go with a lot of safe things. Now, oftentimes, I'll put in a 15-leg parlay and lose it by 1 or 2 games. But, I really like going with a lot more safe things that can increase your pot. I won $600 on the Boston Celtics like that during the finals.
Yeah, good.
Look at the
Yeah, I had like a 20-leg parlay, and like I needed like Jason Tatum 20, Jaylen Brown 15. It was just a bunch of stuff that they should all easily hit. But then that very next game, I remember Steph Curry only put up like 15 points and fucked every bet that I put in that night.
Oh, God, bro.
I put in like Steph Curry 25, Steph Curry 30. He put up like 12 points. I was like, Stephen.
Yeah.
I like looking at the futures, bro, and taking these.
See, I like looking at the futures too, but I have a problem of like I gamble like this when I go to the casino too. Like if I win over $100 in my FanDuel account, I'll take $100 off my account and leave myself $50 or whatever. Like I'm always betting like I don't got no money in my account. But those futures will be really nice when you can put $25 on a bet and win, $50. Like that'll be nice.
Bro, look at this. Los Angeles Chargers to win the Super Bowl, New York Yankees to win the World Series, Alabama to win the Natty, Boston Celtics to win the NBA championship, and Tampa Bay Lightning to win it next year for the Stanley. I think I already made this bet. Yeah, $2 for 31,000, bro.
2.5.
5 for 78,000.
Scared money don't make money.
I think 62.
Scared money don't make no money.
Was the highest you could go.
Yeah, see, like the other night, I had a 7-leg same game parlay plus. That would have won me like $280, but the only thing that didn't happen was Freddie Freeman to record a hit. Like I hate when you lose a big parlay off one leg. You like, damn, I almost predicted that perfectly.
I was telling my girl because I dead ass made this bet, and $63 is the highest you could bet on this for 989,541 grand. You could almost be a millionaire off this one bet if it did happen. And I seen a couple people hit some future bets this year. It was pretty cool. But I was telling my girl, I said, imagine if all of this hit, but Dallas won the Super Bowl. She was like, "Oh, you'd be fucking happy," and I was like, "I don't know, bro. I would almost be like fucking pissed if some shit like that happened. Like if my team won the Super Bowl, but that was the one thing that fucked up my almost $1 million bet."
Damn. Yeah, that'd be nuts, bro.
That's why I almost don't want to put none of my teams in here. That's why I bet the Chargers because I'm like,
I have a problem with betting against my team. Like, first of all, I don't like to bet against my team because I feel like it always brings bad luck. Like, even back when I was in school and I was like, yeah, if the Colts lose to the Cowboys, I'll wear a Cowboy jersey to school. I wore too many Cowboy jerseys to school. I had way too many New England Patriots flags hanging on my wall. Like, every time I bet on my team, it brings me bad luck. And I don't like, you know, feeling like I have to cheer against my team. Like, no, don't throw that touchdown, Matty Ice. Don't throw that touchdown. I need that. It's bad enough in fantasy football when you got to do that. I don't do that with money.
See, and that's kind of what sucks in fantasy when you're playing against somebody and they have like your running back or something like that. Like when I'm playing against Tony, and Tony has Zeke, and Zeke has a 5-touchdown game. I'm like, hell yeah! But inside, I'm like, I just got smacked the fuck up in fantasy by Zeke. Like he just kicked my ass, bro. So it's like a win-loss situation, bro.
Hey, so that actually reminds me real quick. I don't know if you guys got to check it out. Just last week, I uploaded my first 2022 episode of the Fantasy Football Huddle. And just like everybody, I really just went on that instant reaction of first opening up your fantasy football and seeing some of those rankings and talking about, I think it was like 6 or 7 players whose rankings might surprise you. And Ezekiel Elliott was one of them. Zeke right now is going at like running back 21. And if that's not surprising to you, you know, then I don't really know what to say. But, you know, like considering the fact that Zeke and Saquon both are going like outside of the top 15 of running backs, and over the last 5 years, they've been a top 5 running back. That's surprising. You know, there's reasons why we dive into that, but like I said, fantasy football is going to become fantasy football huddle is going to be coming out with more episodes. We're going to have some great fantasy info here on the Rick T podcast as well.
Yes, sir, man. I'm super excited. The 1.2K showdown, all 4 of us are involved in it. We're going to do a live draft. You guys are going to get to meet all the fantasy owners. You guys can also watch my mock drafts on my El Prez stream. We do that with Dallas, Tony, Justin, everybody here on stream. We get a couple people from the leagues, a couple people from the Discords to join us and stuff like that. And we just go ahead and do a mock draft, talk some fantasy, and you guys get to see it all live on stream. So go ahead and follow El Prez. Go ahead and follow the Huddle Sports Chat. And, of course, go ahead and hammer that follow and subscribe button to the Rick T platform on all social media platforms. When I mean all social media platforms, I'm talking on TikTok. Follow us at the Ricky Boys. Go ahead and shoot us a follow on Twitch if you have not already. Go ahead and follow us on YouTube. Go ahead and follow us on Twitter. Also on Twitter. Instagrams. Got both Instagrams, and you can keep followed with the Rick T platform here on Twitch, Facebook Live, and YouTube. And also keep followed with Dallas's videos on the Huddle Sports Chat to get your guys' fantasy advice. Also, that's where we also get our fantasy advice here on the Rick T platform. So you guys go ahead and shoot us a like, a subscription. Boys, you got anything to say before we get the fuck out of here?
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Catch us next week, catch us next week here on the Rick T platform, and we'll bring you guys the best sports content that we can. And follow us throughout the week on all social media platforms to keep up with all of our posts and attention spans, man. So we appreciate you guys. Big hugs, little kisses. You guys fucking have a good afternoon and enjoy this weather. Happy Saturday. We out. Rick T.